Scene script. Have you ever pondered how the wealthy keep amassing more wealth? Their secret weapon isn't a high-paying job or a lottery win. Rather, it's something more subtle yet powerful: compound interest. This financial tool is their silent partner, working tirelessly in the background, multiplying their wealth over time. It's a simple concept, but its effects are profound. The wealthy use it to keep growing their wealth, like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger with each revolution. Now you might be asking, what exactly is this so-called compound interest? Well, compound interest in layman's terms is the interest on interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and larger with each turn. Now let's break it down. Imagine you have $100 and you put it in a savings account with a yearly interest rate of 5%. If it were simple interest, you'd gain $5 at the end of the year. Your total would be $105, and that's where it would stay, year after year. But with compound interest, the game changes. At the end of the first year, you'd still gain $5, bringing your total to $105. However, during the second year, you're not just earning interest on your initial $100. You're also earning interest on the $5 you gained in the first year. So at the end of the second year, you'd have $110.25. Every year, the amount of money you gain from interest would increase because it's calculated based on the total amount in your account, not just your initial deposit. This is the magic of compound interest. It's an ever-growing snowball of wealth. So it's clear that compound interest can be a powerful tool, but how can you harness its power to grow your wealth? Unlocking the power of compound interest doesn't require a magic key, but rather understanding and applying a few key principles. And the first of these principles is time. Time is your best friend when it comes to compound interest. It's like a loyal companion that helps your money grow the longer you keep it invested. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and growing bigger as it continues its descent. That's exactly how your money works with compound interest over time. Next up is the interest rate. This is the percentage of your investment that you'll earn back each year in interest. Now, you might think a difference of 1 or 2% isn't much, but when it comes to compound interest, every percentage point counts. A higher interest rate can significantly boost your earnings over time. It's like giving your snowball a steeper hill to roll down, gaining more momentum and growing faster. Now, let's talk about the frequency of compounding. This is how often your interest is calculated and added back into your investment. The more frequently this happens, the faster your money grows. It could be annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, or even daily. Imagine your snowball rolling down the hill, but this time every few feet, someone adds more snow to it. That's the effect of more frequent compounding. Each of these factors, time, interest rate, and frequency of compounding, work together to supercharge your wealth growth. They are the keys to unlocking the power and potential of compound interest. And the beauty of it all is that anyone can use these keys. You don't need to be a financial wizard or have a huge amount of money to start with. Remember, the earlier you start, the higher the interest rate, and the more frequently your interest is compounded, the more wealth you'll accumulate. So there you have it, the secret weapon of the wealthy, compound interest. This financial tool, once understood and harnessed, can be your ticket to financial freedom. Let's revisit the key points. Compound interest is the interest on a loan or deposit calculated based on both the initial principal and the accumulated interest from previous periods. Think of it as interest on interest. It causes wealth to snowball over time, creating an effect that can only be described as magical. The key to maximizing compound interest is to start investing as early as possible. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. Regular investments, no matter how small, can add up over time, thanks to compound interest. Harnessing the power of compound interest requires patience, but the rewards are well worth the wait. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, you're well on your way to growing your wealth just like the rich do. Remember, compound interest is the key to your financial growth.